Firstly, I would like to acknowledge that we're on stolen land. It's very important for the working class to understand that this struggle of First Nations peoples is our struggle. And I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners that we meet here today and pay respects to their elders, both past and present. This always was and always will be Aboriginal land. The MUA, I'm here on behalf of the MUA Sydney branch as the branch secretary. And it's been a long history of solidarity with Socialist Alliance, our branch, our union, because we believe in the same values. The universal values for dignity of life for everyone, that no one is left behind. We believe in the politics of socialism. I wear a shirt with great pride. Our motto in the Sydney branch is peace, unity and struggle and socialism. We fight to achieve that. I'm here and it's great to see the placards about changing the system. It was only a few years ago, you would all recall that the ACTU ran a number of campaigns ago, changed the rules. It was an absolute mess, to be honest, and it failed to understand that what we really need is courageous people, candidates running for these seats and in Parliament to stand up to change the system. So it's really great to see that from the get-go, the message is right. Change the system is what we need. We live in a system, a global system, that its economic model, neoliberalism, is a force of such destruction on ordinary working people across the world, our communities and our countries. We see the rise of fascism and the mass media, the Murdoch press normalising that hateful ideology. The fascists just remodel themselves, sanitise their hatred in their ideology, demonising refugees, trade unions, trade unionist workers. And the rise of Trump was inevitable under a system now more than 40 years on. And we've seen the brutality of that. Our wonderful comrade Paola mentioned the great leader Salvador Allende, where we know the foundations of that brutality and the implementation of a neoliberal economic model was forced on the Chilean people and, in fact, the South American people. That was the start, and we find ourselves here today. I'm here as the branch secretary of the MUA to say that we support Rachel and Peter and Andrew in this campaign because they stand for the values of working people, the working class. They stand against the hatred of division and discrimination. They stand up to change a system that isn't just broken, it is designed to maintain the ruling class and their power. And we find in today's day in this country, in this state, the right to protest is criminalised. We find that unions are criminalised for their activity. Our union, and I want to make a mention of the construction division of the union I belong to, the CFMEU. More than 270 office holders were sacked overnight because of a law that was implemented by the Albanese government to remove all democratic rights, generational leadership in those 270 comrades. And we will not stop until we remove this law and bring this bring the union back to our members. And it's back in the rank and file's ownership. I'm here with my great friend and comrade Vince Ashton from the Vets of Construction, CFMEU, BLF. And it is a cause that I know that Socialist Alliance has stood for and stand alongside us in this struggle. So we thank all of you for your solidarity. We thank you for standing with working people, men and women, and our communities in this great struggle. It's not just construction workers, it's all workers that are affected under these laws. My own branch and myself have been investigated by the administrator for the crime of solidarity towards our members, our construction rank and file, our organisers, our delegates, and our sacked leadership. Our leadership in exile is how we frame it. Because we will not stop and we will not relent until our leadership in exile are reinstated and the democracy of the rank and file is restored. Labor doesn't stand for what it said it used to. It's very clear. We see these laws that continue to be authoritarian, established by both ruling parties. And it's time that working people start supporting candidates that represent our interest, represent our communities. It's time that we get organised, we unite in struggle. We get organised as working class people. And we stand alongside all those struggles. And one of the great brutalities of our time is this horror and brutality and genocide being inflicted on an oppressed people, the Palestinian people. The MUA stands with our comrades in Palestine, with the struggle for their land back, and we have stood with them since 1948. So, comrades, again, to Rachel and Peter and Andrew, we wish you all the best. You've got our support. And in ending, free Palestine, long live the resistance.
Authorised by Neville Spencer, Socialist Alliance, Sydney.